A 120 square foot home just sold for more per square foot than a penthouse in Manhattan. Read that again. Not per home, per square foot. Because right now, in 2026, tiny homes are averaging $300 to $400 per square foot, while the traditional American house sits at around $150 to $200. That means, dollar for dollar, some of the smallest homes on earth are now more expensive to build than the biggest ones. So either the tiny house movement lost its mind, or something else is going on. Something about what luxury actually means. And by the end of this video, you're going to look at small spaces completely differently. Because the homes I'm about to show you don't feel small. They feel like 5-star hotel suites that happen to be 300 square feet. Stick around, because the third home on this list has a feature most people don't even have in a mansion. Before we get into it, if you've ever felt like you needed more space to live better, hit subscribe, because this channel is about proving that theory wrong, one stunning interior at a time. And drop a comment telling me, would you trade square footage for this kind of design? Let's get into it. For decades, we've been sold the same equation. Bigger house equals better life. More rooms, more hallways, more space you don't use but still have to clean, heat, and pay a mortgage on. But 2026 flipped that script. Tiny homeowners today consume over 54% less than the average person. That's not a guess. That's a real sustainability stat, which means lower bills, a smaller footprint, and honestly, less stuff owning them. And the people building tiny homes today aren't broke college grads living in a shed. A growing number of buyers now see tiny homes as permanent residences, not a phase, not an experiment. Downsizers, remote workers who don't need to live near an office anymore. Boutique rental investors who realize guests will pay a premium for a small space done right. So the question isn't, how do you fit a life into 300 square feet? The real question 2026's top designers are answering is, how do you make 300 square feet feel like it was never a compromise at all? Here's how they're doing it. Walk into one of these homes blindfolded and touch a wall. That's the first clue you're somewhere expensive. Designers this year are leaning hard into wood veneers, natural stone flooring, hand-woven rugs, and rich textiles. Materials chosen for how they feel, not just how they look in a photo. It's a tactile kind of luxury. Your hand knows the difference between laminate and real oak before your eyes even register it. Then there's color. High-end tiny homes are staying almost entirely in light, neutral tones, soft creams, warm whites, natural wood browns, because those colors visually stretch a room. It's an old design trick, but in a tiny home it's not decoration, it's architecture. The paint color is doing structural work. And the finishing touch, layered lighting. Not one overhead bulb doing everything. Designers are combining task lighting, accent lighting, and ambient lighting in the same 250 square foot space. The exact same lighting philosophy used in boutique hotels, so different zones of the home feel like different rooms, even when there are no walls between them. This is the first big lie tiny homes bust. That luxury requires quantity of materials. It doesn't. It requires the right materials, chosen deliberately, for a space small enough that every single choice actually gets noticed. Here's the feature I promised you, the one some full-size houses still don't have. Rainfall showers, smart mirrors, spa-style bathrooms, inside homes smaller than most people's living rooms. This isn't a rumor or a rendering. It's one of the defining features of luxury tiny homes being built right now, in 2026. Think about that. Someone designed a 40 square foot bathroom with a smart mirror that can show you the weather, and a rainfall shower head that makes a shipping container-sized home feel like a boutique spa retreat. That's not making do. That's a deliberate flex. Proof that the builder refused to let small mean basic. Same story in the kitchen. 2026's tiny homes are getting gourmet micro kitchens, induction cooktops, hidden appliances tucked behind custom paneling so nothing breaks the clean visual line of the room. You could cook a full dinner party menu in a kitchen the size of a walk-in closet, and your guests would never guess. This is the pattern across every high-end tiny build this year. Hide the function, keep the feeling. The technology is there. You just don't see it until you need it. 2026 made one thing standard in luxury tiny homes that used to be a splurge feature in mansions: automation. We're talking lighting systems that adjust to your circadian rhythm, hidden speakers built into the walls, climate control that learns your preferences, and voice-activated assistants running the whole house. In a tiny home, this isn't a gadget flex. It's a design necessity. When you don't have room for a wall panel full of switches, the switches have to disappear. Automation is the invisible furniture. And it makes sense why this became standard rather than optional this year. Every square foot in a small home has to earn its place. A smart thermostat that learns your habits isn't a luxury upgrade anymore. It's doing the job that, in a bigger house, would take an entire HVAC closet and a wall of controls to do worse. Here's where the living well with less philosophy really shows up. Murphy beds that fold into the wall. Expandable dining tables that seat 2 on a Tuesday and 8 on holiday. Nesting chairs that disappear when you don't need them. None of this is new, but what's changed in 2026 is the design language. These pieces used to look like exactly what they were, space-saving hacks. Now they're built to blend seamlessly into the interior, with the same finishes, the same color story, the same intentionality as everything else in the room. Designers are also thinking in multifunctional zones, not multifunctional furniture alone. A kitchen island that becomes a home office by 9 a.m. A loft that's a bedroom at night, and a reading nook during the day. Storage that doubles as decor, shelving the displays instead of just hiding. And there's a psychological layer here too worth mentioning. Studies on well-organized small spaces have linked them to lower stress and improved mental health for the people living in them. Less clutter competing for your attention, less decision fatigue about where things go. The luxury isn't just visual, it's mental. Now, because this channel doesn't do fantasy, let's talk about what nobody puts in highlight reel. Tiny homes are genuinely harder to live in for some people. Privacy is a real issue, especially for couples or families sharing one open floor plan. Hosting guests is difficult. Storage stays minimal no matter how clever the design, which means ruthless decluttering isn't optional. It's a lifestyle requirement. Some owners report it puts real strain on relationships and social life, because there's simply less room to retreat to your own space. And then there's the money conversation, which surprises almost everyone. Tiny homes are not cheap. On average, they run $150 to $400 plus per square foot, often more than a traditional home per square foot, because the fixed costs don't shrink with the house. A full kitchen still costs $8,000 to $15,000. Bathroom fixtures still run $4,000 to $10,000. HVAC is still $3,000 to $8,000. You're paying nearly full price for the expensive parts of a house, just squeezed into a fraction of the space. Add zoning laws on top of that. Not every city allows tiny homes as permanent residences. Some places classify tiny houses on wheels as RVs, which means separate licensing, inspections, and fees, and you have to check your local codes before you fall in love with any of this. So no, this isn't a video telling you tiny living is for everyone, or that it's secretly cheap. It's the opposite point. These homeowners are paying real luxury prices, accepting real trade-offs for something money used only by in mansions, and they're doing it on purpose. Here's the bigger idea underneath all of this. Rising land prices, remote work becoming permanent instead of a pandemic phase, housing costs climbing faster than wages in most cities. Tiny luxury homes didn't appear because people suddenly love small spaces for their own sake. They appeared because people needed an alternative to spending 30 years paying off square footage they don't actually use. And the response from designers wasn't, let's make small houses feel like an apology. It was, let's make small houses feel like a decision. That's the shift. A well-designed 300 square foot home in 2026 doesn't read as a downgrade from a 2,500 square foot house. It reads as its own category entirely, closer to a beautifully outfitted yacht cabin or a design-forward hotel room than to a starter home. Luxury, it turns out, was never really about square footage. It was about intention, about every single object in a room earning its place, every material chosen for how it feels under your hand, every light doing a specific job. Big houses can hide bad design in used rooms. Tiny homes can't hide anything, which means when a tiny home looks this good, it's not an accident. It's proof of how much thought went into every single inch. So the next time someone tells you they're downsizing, don't picture a sacrifice. Picture a rainfall shower behind a sliding barn door. Picture a hidden induction cooktop under a walnut countertop. Picture a home that took more design decisions per square foot than most mansions ever will. If this changed how you think about small spaces, hit subscribe and tell me in the comments. Would you live tiny if the design looked like this? And if you want to see the full walkthrough of these homes room by room, I've got that video linked right here. Thanks for watching Tiny Home World. I'll see you in the next one.